This is punt 2.
It's week 3.
The Chiefs offense set to go to work 2-0 on the young season. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, 28 yards on the ground. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 more on that one and another first down. Hands it off out of the gun. He gets away from one. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And his throw here is incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively. They don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the...
Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
Yellow.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Mahomes firing complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie as they take the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover?
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 more on that one and another first down. Here's Mahomes to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now is 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Got a man, that's Richie James. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 29-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards. 2nd down. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now here comes Kansas City. They'll start on the ground here on first down. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I'd say we're well past the time that we're trying to work out the kinks of the season, aren't we? We're already into week 3, and he's looking really, really strong. Already has won an AFC Player of the Week award.
Yeah, did that a week ago in week 2 with the runs like that and then some. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now 2nd and 3. Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 119 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. T.J. Edwards coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also... There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
3rd and 9 here. They're going to look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he'll work down inside the 45.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A strong running. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 37. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7 reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down. We're back now in KC. It's the Chiefs with the lead and the football here as we get set for quarter number 4. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. KC's offense ready to take over. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game here in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And this offense on third down today, they've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Here's a give up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Chiefs are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
We see this a lot on 3rd and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
They'll try and run it here. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from...
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, partner, you and I were excited for this one today, and certainly had its moments. Some good execution at times by both of these offenses. Defenses both made some plays as well. And always a joy to be up here in the booth next to you, my friend.
Yeah, it's a privilege to be up here in the booth next to you as well. Thanks for taking...
Hey.
Just like I've been smooth for so long, I'm trying to get rough. Buffing my nails, dog, I'm trying to get buff. Shaping my beard up, I'm liking the scrub. Picking up the heels, cause I'm living my life in the cut. Can't imagine that I'm gonna be my wife in the
It's week 4 of the National Football League.
The Chiefs offense ready to get rolling again. 3-0 are they on the news. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Let's go!
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You talk about this Jets defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I still crack up a little bit after we left our meeting with the defensive coordinator, because I said to you, stop me if you've heard this before. How about him saying, well, first order business.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So a first interception. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Hands it off out of the gun. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 54 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Right back to him on first down. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. It's Kelsey on the ground. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. On an 8-yard gain, much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. The Chiefs at 3-0 here in the month of September, and they've got to be pleased with the start of this season, obviously.
Yeah, and you're talking about 3 good quality wins. It's got people in the locker room excited, not overly so, but that quiet confidence is starting to build. They're starting to believe that this could be their year if they stay on track.
To about the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And now the rookie's free. And all the way in for the Kansas City touchdown. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play, right?
Yellow.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And we talked earlier in those first couple of weeks about how he fits in with this new offense. He's insisted he could be the lead guy. He just needs the carries to prove it. And he's certainly gotten some looks here early, and he's taken advantage.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Looking left side, and it's complete. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Mahomes going to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this 3rd quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first 2 quarters, they had 2 costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it'll be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
first down, Chiefs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
149 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And down to the 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's 2nd and 7. And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 23. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Mahomes now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, it looked like he rushed to the end zone as he had a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they get their offense back on track.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 12-yard line. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 1st touchdown on the year. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That goes for a Chiefs 1st down, 14 yards. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's first and 10 just outside the 30.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down.
The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you run.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose?
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck.
Why would I hold him out for ransom when my scope like Richard Branson? Since the basement making anthems over seasons with the man in black is seasoned with my patterns. Pretty girls, you think I'm handsome, just coasting through these mantras. I'm not bossing, I'm advancing, keep it moving, tryna be on before below. Wanna be intimate with soul, explore this war before I go. And that's some hours in my face way. Now it's like worth for 10K, all cause it is pen gaming. Been insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red eye flights.
Yeah, first off, my name cold, but it's really too big. You gotta be on that. My people that keep me fool, man, that fool.
Hey, Nat, what's cooking?
I call with good news, Cap.
I like the sound of that. What kind of good news we talking?
Well, as we predicted, your play on the field this season has some high-profile brands looking to get you in their gear.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yes. The sneaker world has taken an interest in you.
Am I getting my own kicks?
I can see that in the future. But first, why don't you tell me which brand you want to rep?
Can't go wrong with a classic. I'd be happy to rep this style.
Okay, great. Let's make this happen.
Natalie Day, coming through in the clutch. Appreciate you.
Keep up the good work.
Yeah, if I did it, then I did it right. Yeah.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up with.
It's the National Football.
The Chiefs offense ready to get back into gear. 4-0 through the first.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
And you start to see how comfortable he's getting with this offense. He's understanding his blockers, understanding the playbook a little bit more, understanding his usage rate, and he's really thrived in the first part of the year.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Hey, look at this defense for the Vikings.
They were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? And a third down through, and it misses the target, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force it.
Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through.
Down the numbers. There he goes.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. It's a gain of 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. The Chiefs are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And they were able to tough it out last week. A close one-score game. And those are the kind of wins that pull you together as a team because everyone gains confidence and they feel like they can continue to get better.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This defense for the Vikings, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. Now, the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man here, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. It'll be a gain of 5. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 27-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go!
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. There's a nice move. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 109 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
2nd down.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Yellow.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Chiefs are able to... Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already hit pay dirt twice. He's up over 100 yards. He is feeling good.
He's just zipping along today. Everything coming together for him. It's that type of a day that you see it back. Just kind of have a grin on his face every time his number is called. Because he doesn't feel like there are going to be any lost yardage plays. Nothing but big-time positive runs.
Making the sideline grin as well. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. That is caught. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. The good pickup there of 20 yards. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes,
and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And even 150 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse.
And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. Hands it off out of the gun as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.